When you think about the worth of a woman, society has oftentimes made us believe that it's solely based on how she looks, not who she is, not what she provides, not just the makeup of her character. It's worth knowing your worth, and it's worth being told that here it is, you're worth it. How many times have we been told that who it is that we are is worth it? The value that we exude, worth it. You're so deserving of it. Let's have a conversation about it. Let's mix it up. What's going on, family? We're talking today about a woman's worth. We're gonna take it all the way to the max. We're gonna take it all the way to the max. And I can't help but to think about Maxwell. Oh yeah. you know that song? I used to think it was this woman's worth, but it's actually this woman's work. Opens up by saying, pray God you can cope. I stand outside. This woman's work. This woman's world. Hard on the man. His part is over. Now starts the craft of the Father. Most people don't even realize that song is not necessarily about a relationship. It's about a mother birthing a child. Yeah. The worth of who it is that you are is about what is birthed in you and through you. Beyond just you being pregnant with a child, I'm talking about you being pregnant with your purpose, pregnant with possibility, pregnant with potential. Yeah. How did Maxwell start off? Oh, oh yeah. We going all the way there, all the way to the max. I want you to leave this live today and say, I got to put some respect on Dr. Eddie's name. I didn't realize he could sing. I was on a note. I was on a note. Yeah. I pray God you can cope. I'm about to go on tour. But here's the thing. The worth of a woman is not how society has depicted you. Not about how society has painted you. It's not about how the man, whether he treated you right or he left you in the ashes, in the shambles, with a broken heart. It is you embracing the ebb and flow, the essence of who it is that you are at your core. Saying, here it is, I deserve more. And I'm not talking about you deserving of more dates. You deserving of more money. You deserving of a new wardrobe. You deserving of a new car to where you can pull up to the scene with your ceiling missing. I'm not talking about all the ancillary aspects of what society castigates and categorizes as valuables. I'm talking about you becoming more. To open up your heart to receive more love, receiving more peace, positioning yourself for more increase. That's worthwhile. Don't you think so? Come on, every queen, I just need you to type, I know my worth. I know my worth. Let's thumbs up this video. Come on, hit the thumbs up on this video. Type, I know my worth. No matter how many times people have told you you're not, I need you to realize that you are worth it. You're worth investing into yourself. You're worth becoming the woman that God created for you to be. You're worth understanding that here it is, that you literally are the crescendo of creation. That in many cases, you are delicate. And because you're delicate, here's what you got to do. You have to handle yourself with care. There is a fragility in femininity. And too many times we're hard on ourselves simply because, here's the thing, we know how to compete with everybody else. But we've not really gotten to the place to where it is that we know how to complete our purpose. We know how to be competitors, but we don't know how to be brothers and sisters. And now we think our true value is in how many compliments that we get or a lack thereof. Come on, if nobody told you today, I want you to know that you're beautiful. And I'm not just talking about what you have on the outside. I'm going to tell you that what you have and what you possess on the inside. You're beautiful, not because of your curves, but because of your character. You're beautiful, not because of what you have on you, but because of the love that resides within you. You're beautiful, not because of your curves, but because of your character. You're beautiful, not just solely because of your smile, but because of how you healed from your scars. You're beautiful simply because you turned your wounds into wisdom. You're beautiful because you are courageous enough to create a new beginning. You're beautiful, not because of your body, but because of your mentality. You're beautiful because here it is, you've embraced your true authenticity and your identity completely. Come on, family. Who am I talking to? I hope it's you. Just type, I'm beautiful. You're beautiful just the way that you are. You're beautiful with the scars that you have. You're beautiful. Even with a crooked smile, you're beautiful. Your beauty is not based on your money. Your beauty is not based on how many followers that you have. Your beauty is not based on how many likes that you get. Your beauty is based on how you were able to love yourself through the most painful, heart-wrenching, hurtful, heartache type of moments that you went through, but you didn't allow it to go through you. Who am I talking to? I hope it's you. Yeah. Why? Because you're getting to the place to where you're allowing God's beauty to radiate through you. Here's what I want to tell you. Because of God's hand that is on your life, this next season of your life, how you're glowing will not be based on what you're wearing. How you're glowing will be based on how you're growing through what it is that you went through. When people didn't think that you would amount to anything, when people didn't think that you would ever graduate, to another level. When people didn't think that you'd ever get another degree, and you're turning it up another degree. Here's what I want to do. I want to speak to the beauty internally. There's a whole bunch of people who know how to talk to the beauty that's external. But how many people ever spoke to the beauty that's internal? To where now you walk through life. Yeah, in your heels, but spiritually you're limping. Mentally you're limping. Socially and emotionally you're limping. Emotional intelligence is limping. Limping because of trauma and triggers, the strife that is in your life. Limping because of, here it is, the ancestral baggage that you continue to carry that becomes a generational curse. The curse that you continue to rehearse. Because based on how you're feeling is how you're talking. Your words create your world. What you speak into the atmosphere will appear. Your future or your funeral is on the tip of your tongue. Here it is. Death and life is in the power of the tongue. A woman's worth is based on a woman's words. Who am I talking to? I hope it's you. I need you to free yourself. Here's what I need you to do. I need you to free yourself from the deleterious conversations that you have with you about you. Come on, family, type freedom. Type free. Free. Free your mind and the rest will follow. Stop being so shallow. I need you to free you from the conversations that you have with you about you. I'm going to step into your conversations. The conversation that you have that you said that is so negative that you paint the negative narrative of your life. The conversation that you say to yourself that is going to always be this way. The conversation that you have to yourself to where you feel as if you're not good enough. You've never been loved enough. Yeah, never been loved enough, not worthy enough, not worth enough. This is a channel for change. This is a channel that brings change. This is a channel that's breaking chains right now. I need you to break the chain of that negative conversation in Jesus' name. I'm free from what everybody else thought about me. I'm free from stinking thinking that becomes, that keeps me sinking and sulking. I'm free from a shallow type of mindset. I'm free from just dreaming and never doing. I'm free from just the idea of wanting but never becoming. Here it is. I'm free to begin investing in me. Oh, come on. We're having a super conversation. I think it deserves a super chat and a super sticker. We got some memberships out there. Membership has its privileges. I'm giving you a lot of behind the scenes content. I want you to become a member. VIP, royalty, OQP. You're a very important person with a very important purpose. Your royalty demands loyalty. Queen, come on. Drop a crown in the chat. As a matter of fact, the only time I want you to drop your crown is in this chat. Pick up your crown. Wipe your frown. Wear your crown. Adjust your crown. VIP, royalty, OQP. Only quality people, because you're an only quality person. Go ahead. Become a member of this YouTube channel. When a man sees you investing in you, I want to talk to you, Queen. When a man sees you investing in you, he will be intrigued about investing in you. And here's where we get investment twisted. We think investment is about buying a Birkin bag. Huh? We think investment is about taking you on a resort to an exotic island. We think investment is about a vacation. But the greatest investment is in time. You can get money back. You can go on a vacation with yourself. You can buy your own bag. But here's the thing. Who is watering you with time, with energy, with encouragement? With empowerment? With love? With generosity? With care, consideration, and kindness? Is that not an investment? Or is an investment only of the pocket and not of the heart? There's some for you. Somebody willing to invest with emotional intelligence, invest with their time, invest with their will and their skill and their insight and their innovation, their ideas, their impact and their influence. Is that not an investment that reaps a harvest? You can't quantify that. Hear me. You can't put a price on that. I'm not referring to what he can buy you. I'm speaking to how he values you. But here's the thing. You'll always get it twisted if you don't see the worth within you. Here it is. Does touching you without touching you really touch you? Does it add to you? Come on, family, type add, type multiply. I'm speaking to the value that he can add to you. Because here's the thing. No number can add or multiply exponentially on its own. Here's what it needs. It needs something of equal or greater value to affect the sum of its substance. What do I mean by that? The right person will be an asset to you and add to your value. But here's the thing. What if they're adding and you're subtracting? And you're subtracting simply because you don't know the worth that you have as a woman. Because a woman is an incubator. You'll take it in, you'll ingratiate it, and you'll multiply it. Here's the thing. A lot of us have not been incubators for healing. We've been incubators for that which hurts. We've been incubators for trauma bonds. And here's the thing. For many of us, red flags are our favorite color. When you see green flags, you stop. But when you see red flags, you run red lights. You like red flags. You become an incubator for toxicity. You become an incubator for negativity, not healing and wholeness. So here's what we got to do. We got to uproot the abscess of that which has been so toxic, that which has been so triggering. That which has kept you wanting but never becoming. Here's the thing. When you meet the right one, you're either going to be ready or you're going to try to get ready. But here's the thing. If you stay ready, you never have to get ready. Come on, family, type get ready. Yeah, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. Yeah, type get ready. Get your mind ready. Get your heart ready. Get your spirit ready. Here's what I need you to do. I need you to get ready for what's ready for you. Ah! Do you hear me talking to you? I need you to get ready for what's ready for you. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Some of y'all are hiding though. You're hiding when you should be shining. When you know your worth, you understand this, that I refuse to allow any situation, any person to dim my light. Why? Because I know my value. I know what's right. This big light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Family, type shine. Shine. I got a special message for you. Why? Because you are a special person. I'm coming right back with more breakthrough on the other side. Yeah. More breakthrough for you on the other side too. After these messages, you know I'll be right back. Are you an author or aspiring author interested in building your book? Do you want to develop as a speaker and communicator? Listen, check out my array of solutions and systems like my bestseller book blueprint and successful speaker strategies. Explore my tailor-made programs designed to nurture your purpose and grow your greatness. In order to increase your ideas, your impact, and your influence, visit us today at theeaglesacademy.com/store so you can soar. A woman's worth. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. Yes, yes, y'all. And we don't stop. I want you to heed to those resources that you heard. We're back to the word. I want to tell it how I feel it. I want to teach it how I hear it. Can I do it? Can I make it do what it do? When you're ready to shine, here it is. What you've been expecting shows up. When you're ready to receive, what you're expecting shows up for you. So there's a movie called The Field of Dreams, played by Kevin Costner. I've never seen the film in its totality, in its entirety, but here's one thing I do know. It had a great quote. I'm bad on movies, y'all. Very, very bad. Don't have a lot of time to watch movies. But here's what I do know about the film. And the quote said this: if you build it, they will come. If you build your queendom on a foundation of God, goals, gifts, greatness, femininity, identity, vulnerability, relatability, healing, and wholeness, your personality and your presence being a fragrance and not an odor, knowing your worth, here it is. You won't have to chase a blessing will chase you. Why? Because here it is. A woman who knows her worth, it supersedes her pulchritude and her outward adornment. Why? Because she understands her value on the inside, which permeates who she is on the outside. Her personality and her presence is potpourri. It's potpourri to a room. Because it's more than just her beauty. It's more than just her beautiful face. Because oftentimes, here it is, a beautiful face can be ruined by an ugly attitude. Most men won't necessarily say it, but I'll go on record saying it. And here it is. I'm not so much concerned about a woman's color and curves as I am about the content of her character. And here's the thing. When you have both, that's a dynamic synergy. That's synergistic. That's not pessimistic. That's realistic. That's optimistic. Your worth supersedes your color, your curves. It's ingrained and it's embroiled and it's foundationally implemented in your character. Speaking of movies, as I mentioned, and not just movies, but music, in much of the relationship conversation that we have today, which in many cases is combative. It's a battle of the sexes out here. It's the wild, wild west of words. In movies and music and relationships, conversation based, we always hear about love at first sight. And I don't know about you, but I don't believe in love at first sight. I believe in like. I believe in lust at first sight. Yeah, that's generally what it is. But beyond attraction, you can't truly love someone that you don't know. And here's what we miss. Here's the missing integer. Here's oftentimes what we miss, because we get into relationships, we get into connections. We want to just try to get to know somebody for what we can get from somebody rather than what we can give to somebody. Because we believe someone's worth is contained in what they do for us versus who they are to us. Let me say that twice because it's oh so nice. Your worth as a woman is not about what you do, it's about who you are. A person's worth to you is not about what they can do for you. It should be about who they are to you. Yes. And we've made worth about being performative, not transformative. We've made relationships transactional, but not accountable. What can I get, not what I can give? Song said, he thought I was worth saving. So he sacrificed his life. And here's the thing. He thought you were worth saving before you ever did anything. But this society, your worth is only predicated on what you do, on what you accomplished, you being a human doing, not you being a human being. You ask somebody to introduce themselves to you, the first thing that they will lead with is what they do, not who they are. Because here's the thing, we have made it about profession and not about who we are as a person. And this is what I want you to know. I want you to know that you're worth it. I want you to know that you're worth it. Listen, without a dime. I want you to know that you're worth it because God still gave you time. I want you to know that you're worth it even without a man. I want you to know that you're worth it without a husband. I want you to know that you're worth it. Why? Because God gave you a plan. I want you to know that you're worth it because you have a purpose. As long as you have a pulse, you have a purpose. Doesn't that make you worth it? A woman's worth goes beyond a woman's work. Yes, because your worth is not in your work. Your worth is not just in what you're doing. Your worth is in who you're becoming. And here's the thing, the greatest work that you will ever do is how you work on you. The greatest work that you'll ever do is not at your job. The greatest work that you'll ever do is not in you getting your car repaired. The greatest work that you'll ever do is not in just fixing your credit. And yes, you do need to get it. The greatest work that you'll ever do will be the work that you do on you. It's in you allowing yourself to allow those tears to really get into a place of you understanding that they that sow in tears will reap in joy. It's you understanding that God will give you healing tissues for your hurting issues. It is you addressing the pain points in your life. It is you dealing with all of the scars of what it is that you had to try to compete and compare to somebody. But here's the thing, nothing compares to you loving you and you seeing you the way that God sees you. You adjusting your vision that goes beyond a profession, but embraces you at your core as a person. It is you, here it is, not just going through the seasons with a person, but you allowing yourself to go through the seasons with yourself. To say, you know what? Sometimes I have to isolate to elevate. Sometimes I have to withdraw so I can see that I'm worthwhile. I got too much noise in my ear. I have too many things that are clouding my clarity and my mentality. Sometimes you just have to go away so you can find your way. Got to go away from the party scene. Got to go away from the club scene. Got to go away from the bar scene. Got to go away from the soiree scene. Got to go away from being from the socialite scene. So here it is. Your vision can be seen. Come on, family. Type see you. See you. Song said, I was blind, but now I see. I see me. I see who God created me to be. Amazing grace is what God afforded me. Amazing grace. I'm going to love myself. I'm going to extend grace to myself. I'm going to embrace myself with grace. I'm not going to allow other people to replace who it is that I am. I'm going to give myself grace. Here it is for a mental space. Family, just type breathe and believe. Come on, family. That's what I want you to do. Type breathe. Type believe. Why? Because here's the thing. This is your waiting to exhale moment. Come on. Inhale faith. Exhale doubt. Yeah. This is your waiting to exhale moment. You've been suffocating and suffering in silence. Because here's the thing. Everything in your life, in many cases, has been crowding you, has been putting you into a place of claustrophobic feeling to where it feels as if the walls have been closing in on you. I want you to breathe and believe. I want you to inhale love and exhale hate. I want you to inhale hurt and inhale healing and exhale hurt. I want you to inhale leadership and exhale liabilities. I want you to inhale what's next and exhale your ex. Yeah, exhale. Yeah, because there was a lot of hell associated with your ex. Yeah, God is breathing new life in your spirit. Breathe and believe. Stop giving people the keys to drive you crazy. Take back your life. Take back your mind. Take back your control. Take back your self-worth. Your self-worth is connected to your self-esteem. Your self-worth is connected to your self-concept. Your self-worth is connected to your self-control. Isn't it worth it? Here's the thing. Isn't it worth it to realize you're worth it? Let me take it to another degree. It's worth it to make you, isn't it worth it for you to realize you're worth it? But here's the thing. It's not worth it to make someone realize you're worth it. It's not worth it to try to impress all these people, but you feel depressed internally. Compressed, repressed, oppressed, depressed. This is what I need you to do. I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling. Even if you rearrange the letters in depression, it will read, I pressed on. Come on, family, type press on. I ain't talking about your press on nails. I'm talking about you pressing through the storm and through the rain, through the trials and the pain. I'm talking about you pressing, yes, through the things that in many cases were so distressing. Yeah, the things that made you put your thumbs down, the things in your life that in many cases that brought about the rain. And here's the question, can you stand the rain? Can you stand the rain? Because here's the thing, God is getting ready to rain on your life. He's raining love for all the things that rain hate, rain negativity, rain discombobulation, rain depression. God is getting ready to rain determination. He's raining joy. I see a cloud the size of a man's hand is getting ready to rain. Paul Morton would say, I feel the rain. It's raining. Through the changing seasons, through the vicissitudinous times, through the emotional upheaval, God is bringing stability to your soul. You're not going to flip out. You're not going to have a panic attack. You're not going to have a brain aneurysm. You're not going to experience heart murmurs. Your blood pressure is not going to be going up sky high. God is normalizing you with stability because he's causing you to recognize the worth that he placed in you. You have a treasure in an earthen vessel. Come on, here's if you're going to rehearse it at all, I just want you to rehearse it. I'm worth it. Come on, type it. I'm worth it. Type it. I'm worth it. I cried through it, but I'm worth it. I had to suffer in silence, but I'm worth it. People betrayed me, but I'm worth it. They stabbed you not only in the back, they stabbed you in your face, but I'm worth it. Didn't have a daddy, but I'm worth it. Felt like a daddyless daughter. I'm worth it. Felt like a motherless child, but I'm worth it. Nobody seemed to love me, but I'm worth it. They gave up on me, but I'm worth it. God was still looking out for me because he knows that I'm worth it. That's what I need you to do. I need you to rehearse it. I need you to affirm it. I need you to look within the mirror of your life and say, I'm worth it. And here's the thing. When you know that you're worth it, you can crown yourself with love. You can crown yourself with joy. You can crown yourself with peace. You can crown yourself with grace. You can crown yourself with substance. You can crown yourself with worth. Because you've affirmed it and you've rehearsed it. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to sow into it. This is where you grow. So it ought to be where you sow. I want you to sow where you grow. I want you to sow where you soar. I want you to sow a seed that says, you know what? This is worth it. I can't tip God. I can't pay God. But I can sow a seed that here it is. It expresses my gratitude for the grace that he has extended to me. As you sow your seed, I want you to name your seed. Why? Because it's not as a debt that you owe. It is as a seed that you sow. I want you to sow into your future. I want you to sow into your self-worth. I want you to sow into you breathing and believing. I want you to sow into God breathing on you. Because here's the thing. When God breathes on you, he blows out everything that doesn't belong to you. Here's the thing. He blows a fresh wind in your spirit. And I believe it. Listen, I believe as you're sowing, there's a fresh wind blowing. Do you hear what I'm saying? As you're sowing, there's a fresh wind blowing. It's blowing in your direction. It's blowing out doubt. And it's blowing in determination. It's blowing in blessings. It's blowing in favor. Yeah, from the north, the south, the east, and the west. Why? Because promotion doesn't come from man. Promotion comes from God. Yeah, it cost you to be promoted. Your promotion came with a price. I'm speaking promotion. I want you to sow that seed, and maybe you're naming your seed promotion. Maybe you're naming your seed worth. Maybe you're naming your seed value. Maybe you're naming your seed love. Maybe you're naming your seed forgiveness. Maybe you're naming your seed live. Yeah, because you're going to live through dying places. Maybe you're naming your seed total healing. Maybe you're naming your seed wholeness. Maybe you're naming your seed blessings, favor, faith, fortitude. I don't know what you're naming your seed, but here's what I'm doing. I'm coming into agreement with the fresh wind that's blowing on your seed right now. 30, 60, 100 fold. Why? Because you're sowing into good ground. And it's going to reap a harvest, a blessing. Come on, family, type harvest. Type harvest. Type harvest. Oh, yeah. They that sow in tears will reap in joy. I'm expecting harvest. Seed time and harvest. It is my harvest time. I cried over it. I fasted for it. I sought God for it. I prayed about it. I sacrificed for it. It's got to happen. Come on, family, type, it's got to happen. It's got to happen. It's got to happen. The blessing I'm expecting has got to happen. If you love what I do here, you're going to level up for what I do there. Where is there? In my Eagles community. I can only go so far. I can only do so much here. But I want you to join my private group coaching. It's where I coach, is where I teach, is where I train, it's where I mentor, it's where we have accountability partners, where I give reflective homework on what it is that we teach about, what I train you on, and that which we employ. Where it's reflexive and reflective feedback. You want to be in an environment where you can soar. Come on, family, type soar. Where are my Eagles at? Come on, Eagles. Drop some eagle emojis in the chat. The next 5 of you, 5 is a number of grace, 5 is a number of favor. I'm extending grace and favor to you. The next 5 of you that go to theeaglesacademy.com, tap the join now button, fill out the form. You will see a coupon code. Yeah, I want you to put the word SOAR, SOAR, in that checkout box. And I'm giving you a discount to join our community. You're worth it. So join us. And we'll show you how to soar by increasing your ideas, your impact, and your influence. Thank you so much for the super chats. And as you are even sowing, as you've been sowing, yes, super chat, you can do it through the super chat. You can sow through a super sticker into this super conversation. Electronically as well. $ access identity for Cash App. Zelle, EddieConnorJr, Gmail. PayPal as well. I thank you in advance. I thank you for sowing. Thank you for every super chat. Thank you for every super sticker. Thank you for every electronic seed that you've sown. Thank you even for becoming a member of our channel. Channel that breaks chains. Channel that brings change. Whether you're joining us VIP, OKP, royalty. Thank you. Thank you so much. Family, In the Mix at 6 is out of time, but y'all know I'm not out of truth. So I want to thank you for rocking with me. I want to thank you for riding with me. I want to thank you for rolling with me. Why? Because that's just how we roll. And we roll together each and every single weekday, Monday through Friday. You know what it is. You know where it is. You know who it is. And so while you're here on the YouTube side, make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the thumbs up button. I didn't ask you to do that enough. So I'm going to ask you to do that now, please. I'm growing your greatness. Help me to grow my channel. Please don't just be a ghost follower. Hit the subscribe button. Follow me on all the social sites at EddieConnorJr, EddieConnorJr. If I can help you, if I can serve you in any way, please reach out to me. If you're looking for a dynamic speaker, look no further. I would love to come and empower you at your church, your conference, your community center, your school, your session. Let's make some progression. Invite me. ABC is easy as 1, 2, 3. So simple as do, re, mi. Go to info@EddieConnor.com to invite me. It's yours truly, Dr. Eddie, your main man, 100 grand, your brother from another mother. Family, it's been fun, but you know a brother got to run. But I want you to know it's been a privilege and a pleasure, a treat and a treasure, a joy beyond measure. But I want you, yes, you, to remember to keep the faith and believe it's going to be bigger, better, brighter, peace, and a whole lot of love. Keep soaring higher. Let's soar beyond my YouTube channel. If you want something that goes beyond here, you're in for a treat. I have a private mentorship group where I coach, where I teach, and I provide live Q&A insight in our interactive breakout sessions. It's where I challenge you with innovative exercises to develop your skill set. And I provide feedback to foster your growth. We break it all down to build you up in our private Zoom room as we focus on transformative topics with accountability partners who really desire to grow their greatness by soaring into success and greater purpose. Come on, soar to new heights with us in our Eagles Academy. Get your wings to win. And let's soar into more at the Eagles Academy.com.